I am here at a local ice cream shop in Midlothian, Texas to tell you all about this fantastic city in Ellis County. So if you're looking for a city to move to that really still has that small town feel, but you've got a lot of amenities nearby and a lot of housing options, then Midlothian just might be the city for you. So stick around. Hey everyone, my name is Danae Hewitt and I am your go-to DFW Realtor with Brico Realty Services. On my channel, I am going through a bunch of different cities here in DFW and telling you all about them and answering, hopefully, a lot of your questions. So today I am spending this beautiful spring afternoon at a local ice cream shop here in Midlothian, and it is called Midlo Scoops. And this place is adorable, and my ice cream is very, very good. It's a family-owned ice cream shop here. All the ice cream here is locally made, so if you are cruising through the city or if you live here, this is definitely a spot to check out. Midlothian is a city that I'm really familiar with. I don't live too far from this city. I have a lot of clients that are currently under contract building homes here. I've sold some homes here, helped buyers purchase homes here, so pretty familiar with everything that the city has to offer. Let's talk a little bit about the market here and what type of housing you can get for your money, and I'm going to take you to 3 different properties so you can see the different price points here in the city. The population here in Midlothian is not that big. We're talking in 2020 they estimated to have about 35,000 residents here. The school district is Midlothian ISD and it has an A- rating, but it is the second best rated district in all of Ellis County. Very impressive. The average sales price of a house in March of 2022, and I'm filming this in April, was $464,000. Now, back in March of 21, the average sales price of a house was $484,000. The average price of a house in 1 year went up $80,000 in this city. Wow, that's a lot of equity that some homeowners have right now. Let me throw some other real estate stats at you. Right now, we've got 1.5 months of inventory here in the city. So that means anything that is currently active on the market, it's going to take about 1.5 months before everything to sell, before any new homes hit the market. So again, and still, which I'll be saying for a while, we are still in a seller's market, hands down for sure. Right now, we are seeing about 16 showings on average per each listing, and the homes are selling at 1.8% over list price here. So with our seller's market, and you've heard me say this in other videos, sellers are pretty much gonna receive at least asking price, if not more, on their house because of all the competition that we currently have out there, and we've had out there for quite some time. But the great thing is that since January of this year, we have seen more homes hit the market here in this city, which is absolutely something that we just need. There are lots of buyers out there and not enough inventory, not enough homes for them to purchase, so we are seeing that steady increase over the last couple of months here. Right now, as I'm filming this, there are 88 active homes on the market. Midlothian is a great city to live in because your access to other major cities is actually pretty easy with all of the freeways that they have access to right here. You can take 67 over to Dallas. You can take 287 up to 20 to get to Fort Worth if you needed to. So you're not too far from either of those cities. And I would probably say, I didn't map it before I started filming this. I would probably say you're about 40 minutes from DFW Airport. I hope I'm right when I'm saying that. So here in Midlothian, like I said, you're going to have that small town feel. You're going to have a lot of neighborhoods here that were built in the 60s and the 70s, and your smaller homes on the smaller lots, you're absolutely going to see that. But then there's also a lot of land here in Midlothian that hasn't been developed on. So there's lots of farm and ranch opportunities here too. But because there is still so much room for growth in this city, there is a lot of new construction coming to this city. So I said earlier that I'm very familiar with it, got a lot of clients under contract here, and so let me tell you a little bit about them. I've got clients that are under contract in Prairie Ridge, and I did a video about this master plan community, so I'll link that right here. So those are bigger homes that are on lots that are going to be under 1/4 of an acre for sure. I have another client who's under contract on a property, bigger house again, but his house is going to be sitting on 1/2 of an acre. So he's got a little bit more elbow room between his neighbors. And then I also have other clients that are under contract for a new construction home that are, all of the homes are bigger homes again, but they're all sitting on at least an acre of land. And I'll drive through some of those neighborhoods so that you can see them. But those neighborhoods, they still feel like neighborhoods, even though the homes are an acre roughly apart from each other. You still feel like you've got neighbors next door because they are right there. And you've got the neighbors behind you, to the side of you. But when you get on bigger lots of land, you may not necessarily be able to see their neighbor's backyard and what's going on over there, especially if you have a fence put up there. But I'll tell you something. The very interesting thing is that there are no condos or townhomes here in Midlothian. Don't ask me why, because I just don't know. But you get a lot of different housing opportunities here. You can find your entry-level homes, and you can also find lots of acreage for sale if you wanted to build your house or if you wanted to put a commercial development on there. Midlothian still has so much room to grow, and it's been growing for the last couple of years. I remember when one of the grocery store chains, Kroger, opened up over here. I mean, that was a big deal. I'm going to take you to the Main Street area and show you how absolutely adorable that is. I'm going to show you an Italian restaurant that is also locally owned that I love, love, love. And then I'm going to take you to the 3 different houses so you can see what you can get for your money here in Midlothian. I am at house number 1, but I am sitting in front of my car. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I don't love the location of this house, and I didn't know that as I was researching houses to come and show you guys on my day of filming. So this house is listed at $285,000. It is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, right at 1,410 square feet. So this is in one of those well-established neighborhoods that I was telling you about at the beginning of the video. This home was built in 1989, and you can see that it does have some updates to it that the owners have done to the house prior to putting it on the market. It's a little tough for me to film because the front of the house actually faces a very busy road. Not a major highway, not a major road, but it's a very busy road as you're getting to Highway 67 or Highway 287. So, which means there's no sidewalk for me to walk on. And if I were walking in front of the house, I would really need to pay attention to my safety because of oncoming traffic. So I'm actually just parked in the neighborhood. The house is just a couple houses down from me. If you were to purchase this house, you would turn off of that main street I was telling you about and make an immediate right into your back alley garage entrance. It's just not the most convenient place for me to film right now. But, you know, it is what it is. But this house is at $285,000. So if you are at a smaller price point, but you're looking for that home that you can move into at a great price, then this could be a great location. I just passed Main Street to get here, which is not that long, but there are a couple of shops and a couple of dining locations for you there. So you could easily walk to that, especially on a beautiful day like today. All right, well, that's house number 1. I'm going to drive through the neighborhood so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And then I'm going to head to house number 2, where hopefully I could actually film the neighborhood and film most of the house for you like I normally do. Let's go. The next community I am in is a new construction community, and I'm actually walking up on the house right now. It is in the process of being built, and this home is actually going to be done, it says late summer. It is 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, listed at $490,000. And the square footage is 2,110 square feet. So this community is built by John Houston Custom Homes, and there's a lot of construction going on right now. Maybe you can hear people working, got some music going on in the background. The model home is right there for you guys to check out if it was something that you were interested in. So this community reminds me of a garden or a patio community where the homes are on really tiny lots and there is very little maintenance to the landscaping that you have to do. So I'll drive through and show you, but some of these houses, like this one here is, these two right here are built and they're sitting really close to each other. But they're beautiful homes. Actually, as I'm walking up here, there's a little green area, so maybe a playground may go there, maybe the community pool. So right at the medium price point here in Midlothian is $464, and this home is listed just a little bit above that. Should be ready in the summer of this year. One thing I forgot to tell you is that in June of 2019, Google broke ground on a $600 million data center right here in Midlothian. Let me read to you officially what is from their website. Once fully operational, our data center will employ a number of people in a variety of full-time and contractor roles, including computer technicians, engineers, and various food services, maintenance, and security roles. So imagine with that data center being completely built, how many more people will be here and how many more jobs that Google will bring to the city of Midlothian. I cannot love it enough. All right, let's head on to house number 3. This neighborhood right here is exactly what I'm talking about. This is what you're going to think about when you think of Midlothian. I am in this beautiful neighborhood where all of these really large homes are sitting on acreage anywhere from 1 to 2 acres. And this home for sale that I'm walking up on right now, I mean, I'm pretty much drooling over. All right, so the house is listed at $745,000. It is 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms. It's 1.5 stories, so I think that half bath might be upstairs. And it is 3,014 square feet. The home was built in 2018, and you can see it still has a lot of those modern updates, that built-in backyard, fire pit, plenty of room for a pool. There's a lot of distance between your neighbors. So you're still in a neighborhood, but you are getting that feel of, I've got my own privacy, and I also have neighbors not too far from me. And that's the lot, you guys. Oh, that's the house. Guys, drooling over that house. It's beautiful. So this is what I'm talking about. Midlothian has a lot of variety of houses. Again, no condos or townhomes, but it has well-established neighborhoods in the lower price points and lots of room for growth. So we're seeing a ton of these neighborhoods here in Midlothian because there's still so much land here to develop on in this city. You will find that with these types of neighborhoods where all of the homes are built on 1 to 2 acre lots, they're most likely going to have an HOA. This has an annual HOA fee of $345 a year. You'll see nicely maintained lawns, and because these homes were built in probably 2017, 18, 19, you're going to see that brick and that stone on the outside of the houses as well. I'm sure a lot of people have built pools in this neighborhood as well. If you are thinking about a move to the DFW area, or you live in the DFW area but you don't have an agent to help you, then please reach out. My contact information is below. I help people all the time buy and sell and relocate here to DFW, and I can do that for you as well. If there are any other cities that you would like me to tour and show around for you, then please leave that in the description below. I've done it for a viewer before, and I will absolutely do it again. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour of Midlothian, Texas, and I will see you next week.